render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
Hello and welcome, adventurers. I'm Mary, and in this video, I'll be discussing the foremost pantheon of Eorzea and subject of the upcoming Myths of the Realm raid series, the 12. While making these openings is heavenly, I don't want to put you through hell waiting for the video to start, so let's get to it. Worship of the 12 has been prominent in Eorzea for thousands of years. Though theologians remain unsure of the exact origin of belief in the 12, studies of the Allegan civilization show that even at the peak of the Third Astral Era, the 12 were already an integral part of society. The year is divided into 12, each moon with a corresponding deity. Helone the Fury, mover of glaciers and goddess of war, is associated with the first moon. She commands the element of ice and is the guardian deity of Ishgard. Mefina the Lover, keeper of the twin moons and goddess of love, is associated with the second moon. She commands the element of ice. Thaliak the Scholar, ruler of rivers and the god of knowledge, is associated with the third moon. He commands the element of water and is the guardian deity of Sharlayan. Nymea the Spinner, watcher of celestial bodies and goddess of fate, is associated with the fourth moon. She commands the element of water. Limlian the Navigator, watcher of the seas and goddess of navigation, is associated with the fifth moon. She commands the element of wind and is the guardian deity of Limsa Lominsa. Oshkan the Wanderer, ruler of mountains and god of wanderers and vagrants, is associated with the sixth moon. He commands the element of wind. Birgot the Builder, purveyor of architecture and industry, and god of the arts, is associated with the seventh moon. He commands the element of lightning. Relgar the Destroyer, breaker of worlds and the god of destruction, is associated with the eighth moon. He commands the element of lightning and is the guardian deity of Alumigo. Azema the Warden, keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry, is associated with the ninth moon. She commands the element of fire. Naldthal the Traders, overseer of the underworld and god of commerce, is associated with the 10th moon. Naldthal is the single manifestation of the twin deities Nald and Thal, who commands the element of fire and is the guardian deity of Ul'dah. Nophecia the Matron, tender of soils and harvests, and goddess of abundance, is associated with the 11th moon. She commands the element of earth and is the guardian deity of Gridania. Althik the Keeper, surveyor of change in space and god of time, is associated with the 12th moon. He commands the element of earth. Creation myth states that once the 12 had finished their work on Eorzea, they created the firmament, resulting in 6 heavens astrally aligned to each element, with a 7th final heaven as the pinnacle. These 6 heavens are represented in the sky by 6 constellations. the same formations used by astrologians to attune to the heavens and manipulate their aether. These constellations revolve around the pole star, which is thought to be the gate to the seventh and final heaven. As an after effect of creating these heavens, the residual elemental energy was said to form 6 similarly aspected hells, with an all-encompassing umbrally aligned 7th hell. Most sects of 12 worship believe that the righteous are promised a place in the heavens. Upon a wicked person's death, they will fall to a hell that corresponds with their sins. After suffering for their own sins, they must journey through the 5 remaining hells and witness the sins of others, before finally arriving at the gate of the 7th hell. It is here that their heart is weighed and judged. If it is heavy with sorrow and repentance, they are allowed into heaven. If it remains light, they will be admitted into the 7th hell to suffer for all time. As Dalaman descended in the twilight of the 6th astral era, the symbols of the 12 appeared across Eorzea, etched into stone and pulsing with a faint glow. Louis-Soix Leveilleur, leader of the Circle of Knowing, claimed the gods would stir with the united prayers of their people and encouraged Eorzeans to seek out these symbols and beseech the 12 for aid. Louis-Soix later confessed to having carved these symbols himself, to be used as part of the ritual to save the realm, the summoning of the 12. In the skies over the plains of Carteneau, the elder primal Bahamut was freed from his Allagan prison. Columns of light burst forth from the marked stones as Louis-Soix summoned the 12. The light coalesced into the shapes of giant spears, piercing Bahamut and binding him in place, as a sphere of light formed around the primal, surrounded by the glyphs of the 12. Though the ritual came close to sealing Bahamut, it failed due to Louis-Soix holding back summoning the 12 in their entirety. He knew that the summoning of 12 deities would deplete too much aether from the land. As Bahamut readied his mega flare in retaliation, Louis-Soix conjured the power of Althik to deliver the adventurers beyond the reach of time and space. So, what revelations about our deific dozen await us in Endwalker? There has been speculation that the 12 are based on the sundered memories of the Amarantine Convocation of 14. There is evidence of fractured souls remembering their ancient past, such as the murals of the final days on the first. In the Tales from the Shadow story titled Ere Our Curtain Falls, we learn about how Azim once stopped a volcanic eruption using the manifestation of concentrated fire aether, claiming to want to save some particularly delicious grapes. The sunken temple of Karn, an ancient temple used to worship Azema, has a puzzle to enter the final boss chamber. It's the Scales of Judgment, and in order to pass, one needs to put the correct stone tablets on each of the pans. The correct tablets are adorned with a flame and a bunch of grapes. I personally hope that the new raid takes us through the 7 hells. Since Endwalker is the final chapter in the tale of Zodiark and Hydaelyn, it would be a cathartic epilogue to see the villains of past expansions suffering for all the trouble they caused. What do you think about the 12? Do you have a topic you'd like to see me cover in a future video? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing. I also stream on Twitch, link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, adventurers, remember, you matter, and may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.